Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Today I've got another beer from the Kernel Brewery in London, and this is the Bière de Saison Apricot. Oh yes, so Saison coming at 4.6% ABV. This beer is a blend of Saisons fermented in a tank with 500 GL of whole British apricots. So the apricots are probably going to be the big thing in this one. The ingredients are water, hops, sugar, apricots, yeast, barley, oats and wheat. This beer was bottled on the 6th of February, can you believe? Best before the 6th of February of 2022. So there's a 2-year shelf life on this. This has just come out of the brewery literally, or down to these parts today, which is the 15th of May 2020, of this batch at least. Purchased at the Little Swift in Margate, got delivered earlier on today. We've got a couple of bottles of these, so it's a silver bottle cap, 330ml bottle, bit of smoke there on the opening, beer into the glass. Oh, look at that, that's cool. Bit of a hiss there. Oh, it's a nice peachy sort of colour coming out of the glass, out of the bottle. It's in the glass. There we go. Oh, nice hiss. I've got a few of these variants from the Kernel Brewery in the fridge actually downstairs from the Bière de Saisons, but I thought, yeah, what the hey, I've got 2 of these, so I'll give it a review straight off the bat. So yeah, it's got that very kind of like, I'm not going to say apricot because we know what's in it, but it's more of a darker sort of peach stroke, some of them darker stone fruit sort of colour to it. Not going to say apricot, what is the other word? Passion fruit, that sort of thing. It's a bit too dark for mango, but yeah, you know what I mean. So let's get an aroma off this interesting beer, Apricot Saison. Oh, wow, it's really deep, perfumey. Wow, it's almost like a vinous, perfumey quality to the aroma. It reminds me of a cider. It's got a cider kind of aroma to it. Perfumey, deep. It's almost got like a slight spicy edge to it. Maybe clove. It reminds me of clove. Or, you know, the cloves you get in an apple pie, a real kind of deep kind of clove type spiciness you get from an apple pie. It reminds me of that, but then with a certain kind of perfumey edge. Wow, that's interesting. Not more like an apple core, you know, stewed cooking apple with a perfumey spicy edge. Let's give it a try and a taste. Cheers. And that's what's coming through on the taste. Medium kind of sharpness. Not crazy, but very spicy. Clove. A real stewed almost apricot, concentrated apricot pulp. I wouldn't say it's just restricted to apricot. There's more of a cooking apple stewedness to it. core apple core, cooking apple core stewed. Definitely some more winter spice type feel to the beer. Very dry as well. Tasting lovely though, I mean, wow. Definitely getting the apricots, of course, but this is more, it reminds me of that clovey, spicy edge you get from a real condensed apple pie filling, that kind of thing. I think that's the spice element. It reminds me more of apple than it does of apricot. It hangs around on the palate. I mean, it's only, I mean, this one, I mean, Untapped's saying 5.1. This is a 4.6, so a slightly weaker version, but obviously the ABV varies from batch to batch, like all of Kernel beers do. So this is the February of 2020 vintage, if you like. Wow, fantastic beer, but it's one of them beers that you have to be acclimatised to perhaps the fruit flavour that you're entering into for the Bière de Saison range. If you like apple pie, that kind of real strong kind of, and it is strong, it's a very full-on kind of flavour apricot with a nice spice backbone that reminds me of another fruit. Wow, that is very impressive. I've got another bottle to enjoy just next to me here, which I'll be doing at a later date, just out in the garden kind of thing. Definitely a summer beer for sure. All these Bière de Saisons I think are going to be summer beers. I've got a Citra and one or two others, so I've got another 3 I think that'll be coming up in the next, well, I'll release them when it gets really hot basically. Excuse me. In terms of rating then, I'm going to give this beer a 3.75, so it's a 7.5 out of 10 on the Untapped scale. Let me try and get this computer to work, and I'll but yeah, is there any other information here while I'm at it? I think I've told you all the proper things on this, so if you want to pause it. There you go, another beer from the Kernel Brewery. Come on computer, here we go. Right, so it's had a total of 1,826 total check-ins. It's had 115 in the last 30 days, which is obviously this batch. So it's had 1,508 total ratings, then coming in at 3.87. I'm giving this a 3.75, as I've already said. It says a BA Saison with fruit. Tank. I mean, tank in a tank. Is it a barrel? Is it a tank? What is a tank? Is it a barrel? But yeah, check that one out. Got it today from the Little Swift in Margate. So I'm hoping to post these reviews a little bit quicker. I've got a massive backlog of probably about 40 reviews, so I don't want to post like 5 a day, but it might come to it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you're all keeping safe. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe in the box, I think it's there, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.